field hockey, and there's tennis from happening for Cranston yesterday, but today all sunny skies here. There's a couple of clouds on the very, very nice day as we prepare for boys soccer. Cranston Thunderbolts were hosting the Tigers at first matchup of the season. Good news here, along with John Ferrell. John was here with us for the first game of the 5-2 victory, a very huge one where not a lot of scoring, but not a lot of good plays out of each side. Are you expecting more of the same today, especially with Tiverton showing relatively young roster?
I'm expecting the same performance, or maybe even more, as Tiverton has even less seniors and juniors on their roster. They have a completely young core and will most likely take over this game. Cranston East will take over this game.
Yeah. Will John's words hold true? It is the Thunderbolts trying to strike down the Tigers here for their second straight victory of the season, their second straight home win of the season. And of course, kind of a little bit of false information about the second straight victory, as there was their last game versus Smithfield, a 1-1 draw. Apparently should have been called a win for Cranston East, but Smithfield playing strong, playing hard, forcing the draw. East was up early 1-0. Smithfield struck back 1-1, resulting in a draw. And John, we saw some very, very solid Cranston East players from the first game. Anybody you want to highlight?
Really, the seniors going to take control of the game, use their experience to just really destroy this Tiverton youth core. I feel like the experience of the overall team is just going to take over Tiverton. Curtis
Horace?
Curtis Horace will most likely do what he usually does, get his scores, get his goals, and take control of the game.
And we may wait for another Curtis, spelled differently. Maybe we'll man camera today. Not too sure though. Who will be manning photography, however, Caleb Schum.
Yeah, Caleb Schum. Boys volleyball star setter. And possibly there's rumors of him joining boys soccer next season.
Next season. Well, we've seen Schum already at the previous boys soccer matchup. Maybe we'll see him in a uniform next year for boys soccer instead of just taking pictures of various soccer / volleyball players, notably Sam Rivera.
Yeah, Sam Rivera. Young star, surprisingly. Great player in both soccer and volleyball. He didn't get nearly as many varsity minutes as he does now for soccer, but definitely this year he's going to get his fair share.
Sunny skies here with a 5:15 projected start, a little bit late, a little bit 2 minutes late, as Tiverton will kick it off first. A funny story is prepping for Coventry instead of Tiverton. I realized today when I tried to open up the stream, saw Tiverton instead of Coventry, and had to repurpose all my notes and everything. As that ball will go out of bounds by Tiverton. Thunderbolts receiver back. Brandon Nadareno to throw it in down the sideline over the head of number 44, Wyatt Halstead. Moving it back. Veeble, who had a goal in the first game. Pass over to Justin DeCoin. Knocked away by the captain, Darius Vongdacone. Vongdacone will be headed with a toss-in. Heads to Horace, who had 2 goals in the opener, 1 in the draw versus Smithfield.
Keeping it in play.
Deep inside their own territory. Tiverton managing to kick it away. And that ball nearly and will go out of bounds. Elijah Maynell on that one. Gonna head it over to Mariscal. Fabricio Mariscal, the junior midfielder.
You can really see how much pressure East is applying and just how much more ball control they have currently.
Christian Gomez, the goalkeeper, and is just going to secure that one before it gets into the feet of the opposing attackers. Gomez also had an assist and a draw, as well as playing goalkeeper. High kick, headed towards Gomez's direction. And that one will go out of bounds. And that will set up a
Corner kick.
Yeah, corner kick from Tiverton. Trying to start off things early here. High kick in position, but it's secured by Gomez.
Saved by Gomez.
First year on varsity for Gomez as a majority starter. Tiverton gets it back, Ruin Santos. Taken away. Now it's Mariscal in possession. Mariscal getting past one. Horace up in front of him. And try to strike that one, hitting the crossbar. And no good.
Tim, let's talk about that save that Christian Gomez just had. First year on varsity and is executing great plays and just keeping the ball in play without having it being scored.
Yeah, Gomez a good eye on the ball. Spent the first 3 years, I believe, of his high school soccer career on the JV squad due to multiple people up his grade playing at goalkeeper. And now, as we see on offense, Mariscal with it, sliding!
Ooh.
And the goalkeeper, Benjamin Farley, the junior, going down and saving it with his feet.
Seemingly doing a split at the same time, showing what great flexibility he has and reaction time.
Flexibility and reaction time a must. Ball to Santos with a pass at midfield. Suzuki previously with the ball had a pass to John Mello, the junior. Both juniors. As it will be tossed in by East towards Horace. Horace trying to improve his goal streak to 3. Trying to pass towards the middle. Now good opportunity to set up here. On defense is Caleb Gosterminski. Now to Nana Reno. He's guarded by Santos. Playing at the top of the sideline. Trying to move towards the middle. Has Vibble. Deep kick. And
saved.
Farley once again takes it down from deep. Second of the match.
Tim, these goalies are really taking control of this game early on, not allowing either team to score.
We got Morales fighting for control of the ball. And it's stripped away by Caleb Gillette. Decent show up here at Cranston Stadium. Lots of parents. Santos. Guarded by Nadareno. Gets past. Santos. Trying to move towards the middle again. And Rongnicone will clear it out. But it'll be kicked back in by Cormier.
And it's far left.
Shot at goal. Unsuccessful. And for Tiverton, John, for a young squad, what can they do to secure a victory tonight?
Play scrappy. going off of like experience and trying to do stuff isn't really gonna help you, as East is a much more experienced squad, much older. But if you play scrappy, you could most likely pull one out.
Let's see if that strategy works as Santos, the sophomore, getting a lot of action with the ball. Wagner Cone, deep kick. Gonna go straight to the goalkeeper. Punch it away past midfield. Got a bounce. Header.
A lot of communication with this Cranston East team.
Now a deep kick. And Gomez comes up with the grab. And he'll punt it away himself. Met with a header from Austin Bosalil. About 7.5 minutes gone by. Mariscal falls down. Tiverton making way before being met by Nadareno. Deep kick. Wagner go in chase for it, but Tiverton passing the ball efficiently.
Ooh.
Now moving the other way. Into the feet of Mariscal. Mariscal, horse in front of him again, is going to try to drive his way to try to get himself into scoring position. It's a tough battle for it.
No
One player
call.
each from the ground. Yeah, no call. Wagner Cone, pass over to Horace. Horace double teamed. He'll clear it out. Got it to Nadareno. It's past Horace. Maybe we'll try a strike here. Trying to get one towards the middle and just couldn't secure a scoring position. No shot on goal right there as that ball heads towards the other way towards East territory on. As it'll go out of bounds. Throwing it in is Gillette. Gillette throwing it in quickly and trying to strike.
Rushing.
And that is
Too far left into the net. But Christian Gomez being there, ready to stop if it was to the right.
kind of reacted over there. Gomez kicking it deep.
Ooh, Aaron Morales seemingly to trip.
The upperclassman lost control. Might have put Tiverton in a possible good scoring position. Instead, Kilduff is going to bring it the other way after getting contact with the ball. Morales a pass. Now heading towards the other way to Horace. Horace, 3 guys in front of him.
Loses control of the ball.
There's a foot battle. Now to Leon. Leon getting chased down quickly. And just couldn't hold on as Tiverton will kick it away once again. Maybe that scrappy play you were talking about, John, that could lead the Tigers to, a quick first road victory.
Yeah, playing with experience doesn't necessarily account for wins. As we look at our girls volleyball team, they're a very experienced group. Almost all the starters being seniors. However, that experience
And sliding kick, but
save!
saved! Not by Gomez, but by Marvin Lazo.
Some great defensive plays this game so far.
Lazo helps out Gomez right there by coming in at the right time and just clearing it out. Great break for Cranston East as they head the other way. Now trying to get towards the middle. And
And the play is stopped.
Farley dives on it just in time. And now you were talking about experience earlier as we have a injury out here on one of the Cranston East players. Timeout taken by the referees. We'll take a short break. It was the star player for Cranston East, Curtis Orris, injured on the field.
Didn't seem too serious.
Able to walk off quickly, but off to the sideline for now. As we got 28-10 to go in the first half. Over 10 minutes passed. Morales escapes towards Nadareno. Tried to get a pass over to 21. Try and get his name. Deep kick away and out of bounds into the opposing bleachers. Tossing by Vognacone to Mariscal. Can try to go deep. Try to get it towards the middle. Morales tried to strike, but that one goes right.
Great communication from Cranston East. You hear a lot of call-outs most of the game. Otherwise, Tiverton's fairly quiet.
Yeah, of course, for a young team, communication may be one of the bigger factors you have to work on.
Communication and really team building. If most of these Tiverton players are freshmen, that means they're still working on teamwork and how they fit in with each other as players.
Yeah, I guess it's safe to say with team chemistry comes good communication and all that.
Yeah.
Head coach for the Tigers is Tom Murray, assistant coach Chris Carrero. Deep corner kick, try to fire away, and
Far left.
Halstead, the senior, couldn't connect with the net. Watching high school boys soccer on Fans Only Sports Network. A full slate of games this upcoming week, including on Saturday, the big match, big football game versus Central at 3 p.m.
The band will also be performing on that football game against Central.
Yes. Do you have a solo prepared?
Huh?
Do you have a solo prepared?
I do not have a solo, however, I will be conducting the band.
Ooh. John Carrot, expert conductor. Maybe if you ever do indoor percussion on Fans Only Sports Network, we can have you on, maybe. And here might be a highlight play. Low kick, following the ground. Easy for Gomez to spot and save.
Low and slow.
The midfielder sophomore Ruin Santos on the shot on goal. Headed by Morales. Over to the sophomore Galvin Kilduff. Another deep kick from Tiverton.
corner kick for Tiverton. They could start a play here.
Had a couple in the half. We'll have to head towards the sideline.
Cranston needs seemingly to take control.
He cleared it out. Pass to Morales. High kick, but slow enough. Gomez with another save. Gillette on the try.
Goalies this game really not letting anyone make a goal.
Of course, might be the question that happened with the classical Cranston East game for girls soccer, as missed opportunity there. Santos tripped on his way to the net. And the question is, who cracks first? Gomez or the opposite, Farley?
Currently, Tiverton applying a lot of pressure on Cranston East's defense.
Oh, this one, beauty of a kick.
But Cranston East's main senior that works with offense, Curtis Horace, out for seemingly the first half. It's been a struggle for Cranston East to get past the 50. And this is kind of what I mean by scrappy, Tim. They may not have the best ball control, but they're certainly rushing to get their goals and points on the board.
Certainly working out well for them so far, but maybe this is the time where it breaks. That ball heads out of bounds. Last looked at by Tiverton. Ooh. Halstead, a deep kick. Out and to the principal of Cranston High School East, Mr. Barberi. Making his appearance tonight.
Follow at CHSE Principal for all Cranston East updates.
Yep. Open house for freshmen and senior people and everybody, basically, next Tuesday. Makes Marscal not a Reno trip. Try to get a kick. Here's a shot opportunity.
And they let it roll out.
Just a little bit too far to chase down.
Cranston East seemingly to have chips in their defense currently, letting the ball get very far into near the goal.
Santos gets passed by Leon. East gets in front of it to clear it, but Tiverton still with a chance to strike. Instead, they'll
and kicks it far right from the goal.
That'll go out of bounds.
Cranston East seemingly to struggling with Tiverton's plays. However, Tiverton has been quite inaccurate with their hits.
Tiverton has put it on the pressure. I've just been able to just finish. Gomez directing his defenders. Another deep kick. And to the left. Couldn't get to any of his playmakers.
Cranston
Under
East's main offense does not seem to be on the field right now, with Fabricio and Curtis Horse out of the game currently.
under 19 minutes to go in the first half. Here's Nadareno to throw it in. It's gonna be a lob to Vognico and a header. On the ball was Pete Thomas. Lazo will clear it away. Tiverton playing with the sideline, moving towards the middle. One-on-one battle. Try to get a pass on over to Miles Cormier. High kick and just over. Try to shoot it with 18 on the dot.
Trying to score it from 35-yard line. Risky play. It doesn't seem to come out with anything.
And called out of bounds. John Mello last with the ball. Horace back in the game after having suffered an injury a couple minutes earlier.
Most likely was just a cramp or some pain to the shins.
Allstead kicking it. Lazo and Chase to clear it out. Tiverton has it back. Fast one. Gillette at the left side. To the middle. Gomez using the hands to tip it away.
Tiverton seeming to have a second shot at it.
And
Attempt
smoked
fails.
up by Cranston East.
Corner kick for Tiverton, hoping to finish the play that they started.
Header towards Halstead. Cranston East trying to clear it. Heads over to Horace instead. Deep kick. Morales up in front. But Horace is going to be closest. And going to hand it off to Leon. Nadareno. That one out of bounds.
Cranston East able to apply pressure now with their main scorers in the game now. Specifically Curtis Horse.
Horace trying to open up his season with 3 straight goals in 3 straight games. It's a high kick. Santos in chase quick. And whistle blown.
Call was made for Cranston East against Tiverton.
2-on-1. Oh, off the
Oh!
crossbar.
Hits the rim. Christian Gomez clearly frustrated with his defense.
You're scary right there. Could have been the first by Tiverton, but instead, another missed goal. That
As
to
I
the
was
sideline.
saying, Tim, this Tiverton team is seeming to play scrappy, shooting any shot that they get, and sometimes those shots are very risky and they just don't end up being fulfilled.
Tried to cash in a lot of times, but nearly all the time it's been $0 to the bank account.
Reminds me of you, Tim.
Okay, John. In halftime, you'll just see Tim Mean on the call as I fire John Corolla.
Now I have no money. So sad.
Okay. Put away by the goalkeeper.
On to Curtis Horace.
Horace.
To Morales, and the ball is out.
By the way, John, I did get my paycheck today.
Wow,
So you cannot use that excuse on me. So I cashed in mine. It came up to a lot of money.
Wow. I'm proud of you, Tim.
Thanks, John. Tiverton trying to score again. Off to Gillette.
Keeping the ball in play. However, giving Cranston East an access to run their offense.
Gillette deep kick.
And just left of the goal. Christian Gomez frustrated that his defense is letting these plays go through their cracks.
Yeah, told him to focus as he heads with a pass towards Mariscal with a header. No shots, one goal for Cranston East in a while.
Well, Tim, they've been too worried on defense as Tiverton has just been really pushing hard on their offense.
Yeah, Tigers continuing to bounce all the way through. And whistle blown. Make sure you catch girls volleyball versus Coventry tomorrow. I think that's a mistake I made. That is the first shot on goal in a while, and that one is high.
Coventry coming off of last week with a win against LaSalle.
Wow.
Cranston East girls volleyball will hopefully be able to retaliate against them.
Yeah, hopefully. LaSalle, I believe, still being coached by Jamal Diggs.
That is true. Still being coached by Jamal Diggs. However, their JV is no longer coached by Nicholas Che.
Oh, what happened to him?
Nicholas Che got upgraded and is currently working for CCRI
Ooh.
women's volleyball. His paycheck increased a lot.
Congratulations to Nick Che.
Yes.
High kick. So to a Cranston East player. Battle for trying to secure is Pete Thomas. Now Tiverton heading the other way. Only one man with the ball. It's Gillette trying to score.
And Christian Gomez
goal.
saves it. And
Oh! Back to back. Christian Gomez coming up in time to save it twice. Although the second one hit the edge of the net. Gomez with a quick speed, quick reaction. Just quick to get back up on his feet and make some plays. Gomez, a shining star today.
although it wasn't Gomez that directly stopped the second one, his presence definitely scared the striker and made him fault.
Key play as cleared away by Cranston East. Tiverton a chance to strike again. Not Areno. Cleared it out.
What I'm noticing from this game, Tim, is that Tiverton is also using their much larger size compared to Cranston East as an advantage. They're really using their height.
It seems to be a lot of seems to be not a lot of larger teams in Cranston East. You know, out of all areas. Been kind of weird. We've just kind of like been a little bit smaller than the rest of the teams, but still managing to stay in the game.
Yeah. Cranston East almost always a smaller team compared to most.
You know, considering we have half a school district to work with. Pretty impressive.
Yes.
Speaking of half a school district, Thanksgiving game on Thanksgiving. I know it's in November, but might as well give it a watch, right?
Yes, Thanksgiving game. Gonna be great. Both bands and both football teams.
And maybe an offsides call too, is it?
That's offsides. I'm sure Christian Gomez is happy for that call.
Chance. And it's good.
That's 3 points for Cranston East. Sadly, this is not football, so
Yeah,
it
wrong
amounts
type
to
of
nothing.
football. 79 degrees and kind of not too humid compared to how it was in school. Humid enough for 3 straight fire alarms.
Yeah, Tim. Any normal human being would be quite scared that 3 fire alarms sounded in the same day. However, for Cranston East, that just means the school is extra humid.
Yep. Trying to get a fix on that. I believe they got it fixed since we heard it. We didn't hear it after lunch. And the only negative part about it was that I got a little bit extra sweaty in my picture.
Biggest problem, same Tim, I also was a little bit extra sweaty, but I could not do my science lab today.
That is so sad, John.
Yeah.
Maybe the science lab here is how far Christian Gomez can kick it away. And that one to midfield.
Sam Rivera tossing it in.
Tossing to Horace. Playing top of the sideline. Under 5 to go. A reminder that under 2 minutes, referees keep watch of the on-field time as they decide when the half ends. That is going to be a pass to Vognacone. Vognacone turning around. And going to get a direct pass. Closest player to it was Prince Sheriff.
Getting it out of bounds.
Sheriff to Marskull. Marskull, defender in front of him, splitting to the middle, makes a man fall down. Try to escape. Morales try to kick it. No. Blocked off the wall. Morales in possession again. Chasing it down is Horace. Horace gets past one. Can he get a shot on goal? No, he can't. And that ball will slowly roll out of bounds.
Cranston is playing some good offense right there. Great passing. However, they could just not find that open spot. Tiverton's defense was locked on to where they needed to be.
Yeah, much like John Corolla can find the open land to, to get back on land at the Ndoye grandparents' household.
It was a interesting experience.
Yeah.
However, I was able to swim. But the biggest reason why it took us a while to get back was because Danny Song was not paddling.
He was not paddling at all?
No.
Huh. Interesting cause and effect, ladies and gentlemen. Could use it at the school of Mariscal to Horace. Maybe he scores a goal for the birthday boy Toffin and Doye.
Kicks it out of.
And by the way, happy birthday to Mustafa and Doye, commentating boys volleyball last season. Vognacone.
We appreciate Toffin, the boys volleyball team. He didn't get too many minutes. However,
Sheriff, high.
High and away.
Two-minute mark here at Cranston East.
Thank you, Brandon, for that 2-minute mark call.
Of course, to lay out the rest of the schedule, on Thursday is field hockey at 4 p.m. Boys soccer again on Friday. And then, of course, a football game on Saturday.
Calling a hand touch on that call. On Aaron Morales.
Deep pass to Sheriff. You're going to go the wrong way if you're Cranston East. Vognacone trying to escape.
Christian Gomez hoping for a play.
Mariscal down the middle. Secured, leaping up. It's Farley. That is a deep kick. Hi, oh. Maybe the last possible chance at a goal here. Yeah, and that is the half.
Some great plays, Tim, especially by the goalies. Gotta say, Christian Gomez putting in some work out there, making, stopping three goals, 3 great saves from him. Gotta say, these goalies today are really putting in their work.
Both teams yet to score here at the half. Score 0-0. We'll take you to commercial break. We'll be back with you in 10 minutes. everyone to the second half of action here on the Fans Only Sports Network. Tim Yee and John Caroa on the call. John, as we try to fix the camera for being just laggy, any spotlights for you from the first half?
The goalies, as I was mentioning right before halftime, goalies really putting in some great work. Both offenses seeming not to be able to produce anything.
Alright, we'll try it one more time to fix the stream in terms of camera quality.
Defenses are doing great on both sides.
Alright, we're back.
Tiverton kicking out.
Okay. Alright, we'll try to get the camera fixed as quickly as possible. Right now, we'll give you a radio call of it.
Take it out.
Yeah, unplug it back in. Deep kick from Gomez, the goalkeeper on the right side now. Header at midfield by Tiverton. Nadareno, deep kick towards Tiverton territory. Over to Curtis Horace. Curtis Horace at the 5, at the 10, at the corner, right corner. Trying to slide it towards the middle. Mariscal. Mariscal. Trying to get to Vonacone. And cleared away.
Cranston East loses control of the ball.
Trying to on the opposite side.
Ball rolls out of bounds. Cognicon. Ball rolls out again.
Vonacone to Mariscal. Mariscal to 25. Mariscal trying to maneuver. Nadareno up top. Deep kick, deep try. Instead, off the foot of Tiverton. Morales at the middle.
Cranston East seemingly to hit their speed back up. Applying pressure again. Unlike how the first half was going.
Tiverton moving the other way.
Injury. But gets back up and is ready to play again.
Alright,
Number 10 from
Take
Tiverton.
the camera again. Toss in. Whistle blown. Head out to midfield. As that one went out of bounds. Monica moving the other way. High kick. Morales. Mariscal. Might be a chance to strike here if you're Cranston East. Nadareno. It's back to Morales now. Morales cleared out by Tiverton. That one out. Rivera on the toss-in.
Tiverton player number 18 seemingly injured, but just walks it off.
Yeah.
Gabe Leon with a shot on goal, but stopped.
Saved by Farley. Tiverton over the middle. Sliding in close range. Santos kicks
And out.
to his
Far
teammate
left.
who tries to get a shot on goal. Unsuccessful right there. Off to the left side.
Sophomore player Santos seemingly to have many openings to maybe try to attempt to shoot on target, but just never took them and decided to pass instead.
Mariscal. Whistle call.
Call is for Cranston East. Free
Foul
kick
setup.
for Cranston East.
Yeah, free kick from Mariscal. Four players on the wall for Tiverton.
Chance for the first goal of the day.
Gonna hit from the left side of the ball. Using the right foot, passes by, but off the ground is recovered by the goalkeeper. Really high kick. Cleared out. Horace.
Curtis Horse. rushing.
Trying to get a pass. Try to move towards the middle. Finds Mariscal. Over to Natareno. Natareno, deep kick. Too
And
high.
just shy of the net. A little too high.
Whistle blown right there as we try to continue to fix this camera situation in terms of broadcasting. Again, we deeply apologize for the not so great video quality. Cleared out by the goalkeeper.
Free kick call for Tiverton.
Gomez slides. Try and get a call from the referee.
Surprised the ref did not call that. For Tiverton player putting his hands on Gomez for no reason.
Here's Suarez. Again to Natareno. Natareno down the middle has open lane. Now passing.
Pass a little too deep for Morales to get.
At midfield.
Curtis Horace robs the ball,
Oh,
takes
here's
possession,
Suarez.
passes it, but there's no one there. Falls on the goalie.
Twelve and a half minutes passed. Yeah, oh, missed opportunity by Vibo. Santos trying to get a stop and trying to get a quick strike on. Ball leaving behind the net. Now at the corner.
Sophomore player Gavin really being a great defender, being right where that kick, where that striker was ready to hit.
Leon, the deep
Passes
one.
it long, right to the goalie, however.
We have an injury. It's on Leon. Seemed to get back up quickly. He's going to head towards the sideline. Or at least staying on the field.
Staying on the field, most likely just a minor cramp. Bad movement. Happens to the best of us.
Hi.
Subbing out Leon to get some water.
It seems to be a little bit of a hydration issue, kind of resulting.
It's typically what happens when you don't drink water. You get cramps.
Yes, thing nobody wants to have. Horace with a pass. A
Chance for Cranston East,
oh,
but
goes
saved.
directly in front of the goalkeeper and a save. Second chance, Nadareno wide
And
left. The original try was by Pete Thomas. So we'll try to continue to get the camera smooth operating again. There we go.
Venusaur's keeping it out of play.
So apologies for the last 15 minutes, but we finally got it back.
I believe I figured out what the problem was, Timmy.
What was the problem?
The other side does not work, but you have to find where it says 5 Creole.
Whoa. Another realization from V to me. Student Council President, TSM President. Please attend our Student Council meeting tomorrow.
I will not, Timmy.
Yes, you have band practice.
Yes, at 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Two.
Yeah, oh.
Kicking better than Tim Calixto last season.
Whoa. Uncalled for. But, hey, the team went 1 and whatever, how many losses.
1-8. However, the one win happened to be from a scrimmage.
Yeah, more
So
like a consolation matchup, but
yes,
no, we don't discriminate our wins.
our wins.
That went out of bounds. Now comparing Tiverton from the first half to now Tiverton the second half, you know, it looks like they've gotten a little bit more less aggressive. Don't you think, John?
I believe they're losing steam. They're young, so their endurance and the amount of time they can play for at a high level, it's worse than compared to players that have been playing for 4 years.
Tiverton a little aggressive there, but gonna make the most of it. Now trying for a second shot.
And
oh.
just right of the net. Cranston East coach mad that Tiverton was that close of making the first goal of the day with 22 minutes left.
Deep kick. Mariscal.
Resetting the ball to make a better play.
Now to Horace. Pass. Back to Horace, who's up in front of it. Trying to keep it in play.
Tiverton seems to take control of the ball.
Gillette. Moving towards the middle. Fire the shot. And Tiverton gets a field goal.
Flock of birds happen to migrating in a square right above the soccer field. Very beautiful sight to see.
Yeah.
Tim, today compared to the last couple of days, It's much colder.
Yep, thank goodness it is. It was unbearably hot last year. We have an injury timeout, though. We'll take a quick break.
We're
That-
back.
That was Calvin Kilduff. Had me carried off the field.
We pray that he gets better soon. Hopefully out just for the rest of this game, not for the rest of the season.
Yeah, didn't really look good. Down for a couple of minutes. Just open your best. 20:41 to go on play. Rivera on the tossing. Mariscal.
I mean, even though that Gavin may not be a key player, role players are certainly one of the most important players on the team as well.
Yeah,
Without those role players, you really get nothing from the key players.
yeah. We see on all levels of play, high school, college, even professional level. You can have all the talent you want, but if you don't have that role players, you don't have the depth, then what really doesn't matter if you have two really good players but nothing else.
Yeah. We see it in the Miami Heat all the time, Tim. It's a team full of role players with only one star. However, teams like the Brooklyn Nets in 2019 had many stars, but their role players just weren't there,
Yeah.
making them a first-round exit.
Kind of an outlier. The Boston Celtics had a lot of good players. Two really good ones. I wonder what happened in the conference finals this year.
Tim, it
Down
so
the
happens to
middle.
be, and that's high and to the right. Very
Just
close.
like the Boston Celtics' playoff run.
Tim Yin, we live in the Northeast. You're talking to the wrong crowd, buddy.
I can root for whatever team I want, John Corolla.
I do not agree with that statement. But sadly, talking about that playoff run, Jaylen Brown just could not dribble with his left hand. It really caused some big problems with like 8 turnovers per game. And three-pointers really killed us this season, Tim. Jaylen Brown one game going 0-8 with Jason Tatum also going 0-7.
Ha ha. Tiverton trying not to go the Jaylen Brown route. Halstead, deep pass. Either team has yet to score a goal. They've shot a lot on the net.
Another injury. Senior player, Darius. Vognicone.
The senior captain had that.
Yeah, senior captain. Seems to be
Yeah, down on the ground right now.
down. Hopefully they don't need to carry him out.
Yeah, we'll be right back again. Wong Nakone, the senior captain, on the injured, and another injury for the Thunderbolts. First, it was Galvin Gilduff, and now Wong Nakone. And before that, it was Horace, who had kind of was injured for a chunk of time in the first half. And these injuries, not the best for Cranston East.
This is a very injury game. Just injuries left and right. Not just for Cranston East, but for Tiverton as well.
Yeah, so it hasn't been really a good time to be a ball.
Ooh. Cranston East trying to go down the line, but kicks it out. Someone's shin guards seem to fall out.
Here's a toss in by Tiverton.
But Cranston East takes control. Tiverton kicking it to the baseball field.
You'll see some commentary on that during the spring.
Some huge senior players leaving that baseball team, Tim.
Yeah. Randy Guzman off to college. A lot of other players. And Carlos Marejo, though, staying here. Player of the year.
I would like to know his age, though.
I don't think that's a topic of discussion right here, John.
Yeah.
Sotia Vibble pass. Thunderbolts really trying to get something going in terms of offense. This one is a high kick and recovered by the punter. I mean the goalkeeper. Kick by Tiverton deep into Cranston East territory. Trying to drive towards the middle.
But loses the ball. Cranston East keeping the ball at a safe distance. A fly flew into my eye. Sorry for the bad angles, folks. I just had a fly fly into my eye.
Yeah, that is the struggles of playing or broadcasting outside. Marscall was slow to get up from behind. Ball stays in bounds. Tiverton's turn. Intercepted by Rivera. He'll clear it out. Now moving the other way. Pete Thomas. Thomas trying to make a move.
Keeping them on their feet.
Oh, using the footwork. Can he get one in? No, it'll go across the field and out.
Attempted that kick to the top right corner of the net. Just a little too high and too far to the right.
And in current events, Xi Jinping's translator got arrested.
That is great news, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I just saw that on Instagram. That was definitely news of the day.
Thank you, Tim.
No problem. Header by Halstead. Tiverton down to East. Thomas ahead of the ball. At the sideline. Pass to the middle. Trying to get it to Horace. No. header. Ball in midfield again.
Oh,
And
hand. Huge handball.
Thunderbolts get it back.
Tiverton player not happy with that call. However, everybody and their mama can see that that was a handball.
Yes, sir. Johnny Q. You know, do you have a, since it is Toph' birthday, do you have a favorite moment of him? As we hold on 1 second. At the middle, header by Tiverton. Nadareno picking it up. We'll get to the Toph question later. Horace, a header. A bump from the chest from Tiverton. Horace trying to maintain
Keeping
possession.
it in play.
At the corner. Trying to look for a passing route instead. He wants to try to go up for it himself. Loses control. Tiverton gets it back. Alright, back to you, the original question, John. Your favorite Toph moment?
Ooh.
As we cut off that question again. We got another call from the referees.
Yes. Ball for Cranston East. The call was made on Tiverton. One of my favorite Toffa moments, I gotta say, is Trig class, like a couple days ago, he attempted to do 4 times 4 and came out with the answer of 14.
That was definitely interesting for maybe the future Java coder. Couldn't code into the goal.
Yeah. It's great goalie play all around. Strikers just not being able to do what they need to do right now.
Tiverton lost control and referee's call.
Referee says ball for Cranston East.
And Leon down again. This time not looking much better.
Leon seeming dehydrated. Maybe the reason why he is getting injured so much.
Yeah, we'll take another timeout. Gabe Leon again on the ground, had to be carried off the field.
This time a little bit more serious. However, coming off of injury, Darius back, seemingly to go back onto the field, just waiting for the call.
So, just a bunch of unlucky injuries for Cranston East. It's kind of, it's just kind of been an array of difficulties. Not exactly in terms of actual play, but more on the injury side of things.
Yes, Tim. However, what is good about these injuries is that they are minor injuries and the players are able to return in a couple of minutes, such as Darius Vognicone, who was out for around 15-ish minutes.
Yeah, now back in the game, looking to make an impact. Nadareno had a good chance. Thomas trying. Now Horace on a chase down, and that'll go out. High kick. Gomez up close to it, nabs it for the save.
Goes down to the ground to make sure nobody attempts to kick the ball in.
Gomez directing.
Kicking it deep.
Could this be the shot? Fires
And
over!
it's right over.
Oh, bad break. Under 10 to go, under 9 to be exact.
A hair too high. Cranston East barely misses that point.
So it looks here like the corner kick is in position.
For Cranston East.
Mariscal.
Will this be the play?
Is this the dagger? Trying to get it to Nadareno. No. Tiverton moving the other side. A deep kick. 2-on-1 situation on the field for them right now. Keith Gillette. Bonacone slips up, trying to take control. Nadareno. Deep kick. Sheriff tried to take control as well, but couldn't. Tiverton trying to advance, moving the opposite way, trying to create some opening here, trying to get some good looks. But he's trying to advance it somehow. And now Cranston East moving the other way. Sheriff trying to get a pass over, finds Horace. Horace finding the ball, passing backwards. Now Moreno. Now moving towards the middle again. Can they get a strike this time? Seems like a good look. Fires in off to the left side.
Far left. Seven minutes left on the clock. Both teams trying to just get any point they can in.
Recovered by Vognacone for Cranston East. And that one heads out.
A little too far of a pass. Not able to reach it for Cranston East.
Under 6.5 to go. Nadareno. Trying to head it over to Elijah Maynell. Now to Mariscal. Mariscal, 4 Tiverton defenders in front, gets past 1. And now just trying to find a good opportunity to strike here. Mariscal trying to kick it right there, unable to deflect it off of Tiverton defenders as they clear it out. The toss in. A little bit short, headed by Tiverton.
Tiverton running down the line.
On the ball, Cormier. Cleared away by Morales, high kick. Yeah, and oh no, looks like another injury. High, Socia Vibble down on the field. And Vibble looks to be in real bad pain right now.
Seeming to be another cramp.
Oh, it's not looking good for Cranston East right now. We're going to have to take another injury timeout break. injury on the field for Cranston East. Just the storyline today for the Thunderbolts, just a plethora of injuries on their side. Timmy and John Crow on the call.
I feel like this. I don't know what their hydration situation is right now, but it seems like Sophia Vibble is in really bad shape, limping around, but is slowly walking it off. I believe that they're cramping a lot due to the high humidity, so they're not able to sweat, and they're just cramping up due to dehydration and are overheating. I suggest that they drink more water and eat more bananas.
How does the bananas part play a factor into this?
The potassium really helps with cramps.
Alright, good to know. Yeah, so maybe a question of hydration or maybe just really bad luck. Just a tough situation here if you're a Thunderbolt boys soccer player.
However, they do come back mighty fast. Gabe Leone, as we saw him get injured a couple minutes ago, is back on the field. He was out for a solid 4 to 5 minutes and is back again.
That one out of bounds.
5 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, both teams a little bit more of in a rush here, trying to get or at least secure a win. And save! Can they go for a second? No!
But stopped.
Oh, great stop indeed. Ben Farley doing it again.
This reminds me of that Jimmy Butler shot where he missed that three-pointer and that playoff run ended.
Okay. I guess I deserved it. Here's a high kick from Tiverton. No.
Tim Yin. Game's about to end. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. How is your fantasy football league going?
I lost 2 out of 3 matchups, but I won the most important one, the one which I win money.
Wow, that is great. Gabe Leone rushing.
Yeah, Leone, can he cash in? No, but can another East player? No way, Jose Leone. Wagner Cone try to kick it. No, deflected off of Tiverton. Here's Mariscal now off the left side. Facing a double team. Trying to create some space for himself. That ball will head out to the corner. It's a lob. Headed by Mariscal. Tiverton. Under 3 to go in play. Again, you're watching on the Fans Only Sports Network. Tim Mean and John Carrera on the call. Trying to chase downfield. Nobody in Tiverton at there to try and strike. Pass to midfield. This could very well end up being a draw.
And unlike in the pro leagues, I don't believe high school soccer has any penalty kicks.
I don't believe so.
Corner kick for Tiverton. Hoping to finish the game right here.
Under 2 minutes to go. Referees have the time on the field. They're going to try and drive it in. And save! Wait a minute!
No!
Are they going to call it a goal? And they do. Off the top of the net.
Was that the dagger, Tim?
That just might have been. Cranston needs under heightened pressure to try and respond, avoiding their first loss of the season to go to 1-1-1. Instead of trying to go for the pass and shot in. The Thunderbolts unable to defend, and that was the first crack right there.
Cranston East just now realizing this situation are most likely going to try to pull something off really quickly. We're going to see a lot of offense on Cranston East right now. A bunch of defense from Tiverton.
Last chance for the Thunderbolts. Trying to get a final shot in, trying to at least go for a draw.
Tiverton stalling for time, just kicking the ball out.
You got refs keep control of the clock under 2 minutes to go.
Christian Gomez even rushing up himself.
Morales. Kick deflected off.
Sam Rivera
Rivera deep
keeping
kick,
the ball in
prime
play.
position. No, a header from Tiverton clearing out the ball.
Nobody in goal. Christian Gomez running.
Oh,
Sam
pass.
Rivera misses.
Oh, received by Tiverton. And that could be it.
Cranston East going for a rushing play again. Shoots it deep.
Oh, header. Nadareno, can he get it in time? Or Horace. Mariscal trying to kick. Curves, but over
high.
the top. And those
that's
are
game.
the double whistles. Tiverton clutches up under 2 minutes to go in playing time. 1-0 victory for the Tigers as the East records their first loss of the season to fall down to 1-1-1. Tiverton, despite the young roster, a strong win or a good show-out win to finish up this game to head to 1-0, beating the Thunderbolts 1-0. This has been Tim Mean, John Corolla, covering another edition of Cranston East High School Athletics. We thank you guys for watching so much. We always appreciate your time, and as always,